This is the EdExcel GCSE 9-1 Maths Paper 1 from the Foundation tier, and it's from the 2023 series. Question number 1. We have to write 38% as a decimal. Well, percentage means out of 100. So 38% is the same as 38 over 100. And this as a decimal is 0.38. So 38% is the same as 0.38. Question 2. What fraction of this shape is shaded? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 parts altogether. 3 of those parts are shaded, so we have 3/10. Question number 3. Here is a list of numbers 1.6, 1.4, 2.1, 0.5, 1.3. From the list, write down the smallest number. Well, the smallest number is the 0.5. Question number 4. We have to work out -9 plus 5. -9 plus 5 is -4. Question number 5. We have to solve p subtract 2 equals 3. Our first step is to add 2 to both sides. And in doing so, 3 plus 2 is 5, so p is 5. Question number 6. Freddie adds labels to this diagram of a circle. He's labelled this part as the diameter, this part as the circumference, and this part as the centre. We have to explain why one of the labels is wrong. Well, this line here goes from the centre to the circumference, so this line should be labelled as the radius, not the diameter. The diameter goes from one point on the circumference to the other, passing through the centre. So the diameter should be labelled as the radius. Question number 7. We have to write down 3 different factors of 20. 1 times 20 is 20. 2 times 10 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. Here are all the factors of 20. We only need to write down 3 of them, so we could have the 1, the 2, and the 4. Question number 8. We have to work out the size of the angle marked x for part A. Well, we have the angles around a point, so we have the x plus the 50, and as angles around a point sum to 360, x plus 50 is equal to 360. And for us to find x, we need to subtract 50 from both sides, leaving us with x to equal 310. So x is 310. Part B. A student says that an angle of 50 degrees is an obtuse angle. The student is wrong. Explain why. Well, the student is wrong because 50 is an acute angle. Question number 9. Part A, we have to write down the coordinates of B. B is this point here. We go 5 across and 2 up, so we have 5, 2 as our coordinates. Part B, we have to plot the point with coordinates 4, -2, label this point C. So we have 4 across, 2 down. The point C will go here. Part C, we have to write down the coordinates of the midpoint of AB. Here is AB. The midpoint will be 1 across and 3 up, as shown here. So we have 1, 3. Part D, draw the line with equation y equals -4. Here is the line of y equals -4. It's a horizontal line. Each y coordinate on this line is -4. Question number 10. Max sees a special offer in the shop. Buy 1 large plate and get 1 small plate for half the normal price. The normal price of a large plate is £2. The normal price of a small plate is 80 pence. Max wants to buy 6 large plates and 6 small plates using this offer. He has £15. Has Max got enough money? You must show how you get your answer. Well, if we consider the offer, if we buy 1 large plate, the small plate will be half of the 80 pence. So the price of a small plate is 80 pence divided by 2, which is 40 pence. So for the cost, we have 6 times by £2, this is the cost of the large, plus 6 times by 40 pence, this is the cost of the small. So we have £12 plus £2.40, which is £14.40. And as this is less than the £15, he has enough money. Question number 11. A total of 700 tickets were on sale for a football match. 452 of the tickets were sold. Part A, how many of the tickets were not sold? Well, the number of tickets not sold is equal to 700 subtract 452, which is 248. So we have 248 tickets not sold. For a different football match, 297 tickets were sold for £9.50 each. 399 tickets were sold for £19.50 each. We have to work out an estimate for the total amount of money paid for these tickets. You must show all your working. Well, the total amount paid, that's equal to 297 multiplied by 950 plus the 399 multiplied by the £19.50. So we can round the 297 up to 300. We can round up the 950 to £10. We can round the 399 up to 400. We can round up the 1950 to 20. So we have our estimate being 300 multiplied by 10 plus 400 multiplied by 20. Now 300 multiplied by 10, that's 3,000. 400 multiplied by 20, that's 8,000. So we have £3,000 plus £8,000, which is £11,000. Part C is your answer to Part B. An underestimate or an overestimate. Give a reason for your answer. Well, we have an overestimate, and that's because the total money paid will be less since all the values were rounded up. Question number 12. Here are 6 numbers, 13, 5, 4, 9, 3 and 8. We have to work out the mean. For the mean, we need to begin by adding all the numbers together. So we have 13 plus 5 plus 4 plus 9 plus 3 plus 8. And then we divide by the number of pieces of data we have, which is 6. We've got 6 numbers. So on the top we get 42, on the bottom we've got the 6, 42 divided by 6 is 7, so the mean is 7. Question number 13, part A, we have to simplify 15a over 3. 15a over 3 is quite simply 5a. Part B, simplify 19 plus 5b plus 4c subtract 7b plus c. Well, we have the 19 and then we have the 5b subtract the 7b, which is equal to negative 2b. And then we have the 4c plus the extra c, which is 5c. For part C, we have to factorise 8d subtract 6. The biggest number which goes into 8 and 6 is 2, so 2 is our highest common factor. Then what would go inside the bracket will be 4d subtract 3. Question number 14. Last week, 73% of the tickets sold at a cinema were adult tickets. Part A, what percentage of the tickets sold were not adult tickets? Well, the percentage which are not adult tickets, that's 100 take away 73, which is 27. So we have 27%. Part B, some people watched a film at a cinema, the number of adults to the number of children is 2 to 5. What fraction of these people were adults? Well, the number of adults we have and the number of children we have in total will be 2 plus 5, and of these we've got 2 adults, so we have 2 over 2 plus 5, which is 2 over 7. On Friday, 500 people watched a film at the cinema. 70% of these people were children. On Saturday, 720 people watched the film at the cinema. 5/8 of these people were children. Kasim thinks more children watched the film on Friday than on Saturday. Is Kasim correct? You must show how you get your answer. Well, on Friday, we have 70% of 500. 10% is 50, so 70% will be 50 times 7, which is 350. On Saturday, we have 5/8 of 720. Well, 1/8 of 720 is 90. Multiply that by 5, we get 450. So is Kasim correct? No, he isn't, and that's because there's more on Saturday than on Friday. Question number 15, we have to work out 6/7 multiplied by 5 over 12. Well, this 6 cancels with this 12 twice, leaving us with 1/7 multiplied by 5 over 2, and if we work this out, we get 5 over 14. So we have 5 over 14. Question number 16. Here is the list of ingredients for making 20 biscuits. We require 150 grams of butter, 100 grams of sugar, and 250 grams of flour. Harry wants to make 60 biscuits. How much flour does Harry need? Well, to find out how much flour Harry needs, well, first of all, from the 20 biscuits to the 60 biscuits, we have a scale factor of 60 over 20, which is 3. Our scale factor is 3, which means then that to work out the amount of flour he needs, we need to do 250 multiplied by our scale factor of 3, which is 750. So we have 750 grams. Question number 17. There are 200 counters in a bag. 38 counters are red, 52 counters are blue. The rest of the counters are yellow or green. There are the same number of yellow counters as green counters. What percentage of the counters in the bag are yellow? To begin with, if we let the number of yellow counters equal the number of green counters equal x, because we've got the same number of yellow and green, then we have 38, which is red, plus a 52, which is blue, plus x, which is yellow, plus another x, which is green. This is all equal to 200. And if we simplify this, we get 90 plus 2x equals 200. If I now subtract 90 from both sides, then I have 2x equals 110, which means if I divide both sides by 2, x is 55, meaning there's 55 yellow, 55 green. Therefore, to work out the percentage of yellow in the bag, that's 55 over 200 multiplied by 100, so that's half of 55, which is 27.5, so we have 27.5%. Question number 18. Naomi has B bags of apples and C crates of apples. There are 5 apples in each bag. There are 28 apples in each crate. Naomi has a total of T apples. We have to write a formula for T in terms of B and C. Well, because we are writing a formula, we need to begin with T equals. Now we've got 5 apples in each bag, so we have 5 multiplied by the number of bags B. So in all the bags, we have 5B apples. And in each crate, well, we've got 28 crates. There are C crates, so we multiply 28 by C. So this is the number of apples in the crates. So the total number of apples then will be t equals 5b plus 28c. Question number 19. Here are the first 5 terms of an arithmetic sequence, minus 5, 3, 11, 19 and 27. We have to find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of this sequence. Well, to find out the nth term, we need to begin by finding out what the difference is between each term. The difference between each term, as you can see, is 8. So we have an an. And to find the 0th term, we have to subtract 8. Negative 5 subtract 8 is negative 13. So for our nth term, we have a10 subtract 13. Question number 20, we have to work out 8.46 divided by 0.15. This as a fraction is 8.46 over 0.15, and if I multiply both the numerator and denominator by 100, we get 846 over 15. And if I divide the top and bottom by 3, we end up with 282 over 5, which is 56.4. Question number 21, we've got 7 3/8 subtract 2 1/2. We have to work this out as a mixed number. We need to begin by converting this into a top-heavy fraction. So we've got the 7 multiplied by the 8 plus the 3, and then we divide that by 8, and then we subtract the 2 multiplied by the 2, we add the 1, and then we divide by 2. So 7 times by 8 plus 3 over 8, that's 59 over 8, and then 2 times 2 plus 1 over 2, that's 5 over 2. Now we can write the 5 over 2 such that we've got a common denominator of 8. So we've got 20 over 8, which is the same as 5 over 2. So 59 subtract 20, that's 39. So we have 39 over 8. 8 goes into 39 4 whole times. What's left over is 7. So we have 4 7/8. Question 22. A cube has a total surface area of 150 centimeters squared. We have to work out the volume of the cube. Well, here is our cube. The area of each face will equal 150 over 6 because we've got 6 square faces. And working this out, we get 25. So the area of each square face is 25 centimeters squared. The length of each side then will equal the square root of 25, which is 5. So the length of each side of the square is 5 centimeters. So the length of each side of the cube is also 5 centimeters. So therefore, for the volume of the cube, we've got 5 cubed, which is 125. So the volume of the cube is 125 centimeters cubed. Question number 23. The table shows information about the daily rainfall in a town for 60 days. We have to draw a frequency polygon for this information. To begin with, we need to find the midpoint. Midpoint from 0 to 5 is 2.5, midpoint from 5 to 10 is 7.5, midpoint from 10 to 15 is 12.5, midpoint from 15 to 20 is 17.5, midpoint from 20 to 25 is 22.5. So we need to plot the midpoints and the frequencies and join them up with a straight line as we see here. So here is our frequency polygon. Question number 24. We've got a set of numbers 1 to 10. A are the odd numbers, B are the square numbers. For part A, we have to complete the Venn diagram for this information. Well, what is both a square number and an odd number? Well, we've got the 1 and the 9. So 1 and the 9 go in the intersection. Then we need to think about what are the odd numbers only. We've got the 3, the 5, the 7. What are the square numbers only? That's just the 4. What's left over? We've got the 2, the 6, the 8, and the 10. Here is the completed Venn diagram. A number is chosen at random from the universal set. We have to find the probability that this number is in the set B dash. Well, what it means by B dash is anything that's not included in B. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers altogether that are not included in B are a total of 10. So we've got 7 over 10. Question number 25. The scatter graph shows information about the ages and weights of some babies, as we see here. For part A, we have to describe the relationship between age and the weight of the babies. Well, as we see, as age increases, the weight also increases. So as the age increases, weight also increases. Part B. Another baby has a weight of 5.8 kilograms. Using the scatter graph, you have to find an estimate for the age of this baby. Our first step is to draw a line of best fit. And with the line of best fit, we want roughly the same amount of points above the line as we have below the line. Something like that. We then need to find the 5.8, which is here. And then we draw a line across. And then we draw a line down. So we have 4.2 months. So we have 4.2 months. Question number 26. The price of a holiday increases by 20%. This 20% increase adds £240 to the price of the holiday. We have to work out the price of the holiday before the increase. Well, the 20% corresponds to £240. We need to work out the original price before the increase, so we need to work out 100%. So from 20% to 100%, we times by 5. So 240 times 5 is 1,200. Question number 27. The diagram shows a solid cylinder on a horizontal floor. We've got this cylinder which has got a volume of 1,200 centimeters cubed and a height of 40 centimeters. The cylinder exerts a force of 90 newtons on the floor. We have to work out the pressure on the floor due to the cylinder. We know that pressure equals force over area. Well, what we need to do is find out the area of this face over here. When we talk about the area of this face, this is the face that's hitting the floor. So to work out that area, that's equal to the volume over the height. So we've got 1,200 divided by 40, which is 30. So the area on the floor is 30 centimeters squared. So now when we come to work out the pressure, that's equal to the force 90 divided by the area 30, which is 3 newtons per centimeter squared. Question number 28. We have to use these graphs to solve these simultaneous equations. 2 subtract 2y equals x and 2y equals 3x subtract 22. And those are the graphs shown here. Well, where the graphs intersect are here. You can see we've got an x coordinate of 6, a y coordinate of -2. So we have x equals 6, y equals -2. Question number 29, we have to work out the value of 4 to the -6 times 4 to the 9 over 4 to the 6. Well, here we've got the same base and we are multiplying, so we need to add the powers. So on the top we've got 4 to the -6 plus 9. And on the bottom we've got 4 to the power of 1, which is the same as 4. Now -6 plus 9 is 3. So we've got 4 to the 3 on the top, and on the bottom we've got 4 to the 1. We've got the same base and we are dividing, so we subtract the powers. So we've got 4 to the 3 subtract 1, which is 4 squared, which is 16. Question number 30, we have to write down the exact value of cos 60, that's 1/2. Question number 31, the probability tree diagram shows the probabilities that Shayla will work at home or will work at the office on 2 days next week. As we see here, we have to work out the probability that Shayla will work at home on Monday and work at the office on Friday. So what we have here is working at home on Monday, then on Friday she is in the office. So we need to multiply 0.2 times 0.3, so we get 0.06. So we've got 0.06.